Welcome to the third lecture on the blockchain technology. In previous lecture we have seen the history of the blockchain as well as we have discussed the hashing function over there. So in today's lecture we'll discuss about the public ledger. Ledger can be defined as a set of record actually. Okay. So basic example, you can see the record available with the shopkeeper. For example, if you are borrowing any kind of a thing or borrowing any item from the shopkeeper, so shopkeeper will maintain that record available with him. So that is known as an wahi khata or roznama available with the shopkeeper. So ledger can have the single entry ledger type. Okay, so that is what a single entry ledger as well as the double entry ledger. And the single entry ledger, only the shopkeeper have the entries of all these things. Okay, single entry. And another example is nothing but the double entry. So what is there inside of a double entry? In double entry we're having the entry of item which has been borrowed from the shopkeeper, so that entries are available with the shopkeeper and that entries are also available with the customer. Okay, so what happens? So for example, in the single entry, if I just consider the single entry ledger, all the data is only available with the shopkeeper. Okay, all the data will only available with the shopkeeper. So then there may be a chances that shopkeeper will do the malicious kind of a thing. So for example, previously I borrowed few items that costing me as an what 101 rupees. Okay, and as the copy is available with only the shopkeeper, so shopkeeper may changes this thing and he can just write down 110. As the copy is not available with the customer, so customer cannot claim कि last time I had just borrow the item that cost only the 101, so rather you are just costing me what 110. So in order to avoid such kind of a malicious activity done by the shopkeeper, we are having another type of ledger, that is nothing but the double entry ledger. So this double entry ledger will do what? So the shopkeeper will make the entry with the item that has been purchased by the customer. So that entry, one entry is available with the shopkeeper and another entry will available with the customer. So here the shopkeeper is also not able to do the modification as well as the customer are also not able to do any kind of a modification behind each other. Okay, so as the shopkeeper makes entry as is what 101 over here and here 101, so and the next time shopkeeper does not claim that the item that has been purchased by you is for the amount of what 110. Okay, so at that time customer can claim you have written it as an 101 in my ledger, so the item previously I have purchased or the item that has been purchased by me only cost what 101 rupees. So such kind of a thing, that is what changing inside of entries of a ledger will be avoided in the double entry system. Okay, so same kind of a thing, that is what a double entry ledger is available with the banking system also. Okay, in a bank, the bank can have the record of all customer, while as a single customer can have their own passbook. Okay, but whatever the double entry ledgers are there, they are not actually the public ledger. What is the meaning of a public ledger? Public ledger means the data of each and every node which is present inside of a network is available with the all nodes, or the transaction that has been made by different node is available with all the nodes which are present inside of a network. Now if I just consider the example of a banking itself, okay, so in the banking you can have the data or transaction available with you that has been done by the customer, a single customer, or the transaction that has been done by you only. You don't have the copy of a transaction that has been done by someone else, right? But the bank can have the transaction of all the customers. Okay, so the bank can have the transaction of all the customers. So that is what the difference between the public ledger and simply the double entry ledger. So what the public ledger? Public ledger is nothing but the file containing all information, tracking all the assets since the Genesis block. Genesis block indicates the first block that has been created inside of a blockchain. Okay. Related to blockchain, the public ledger is nothing but this is nothing but the set of record which will consist of all kind of a transaction done by all the nodes which are present inside of a network, so simply this will be considered as a property of that particular blockchain, that's why it is also known as an asset. The public ledger is also known as an asset which consisting of all the information tracking all the assets in the Genesis block and which is stored on every node of a network. That is what the important. So whatever the transaction that has been done by any node is available with each and every node available inside of a network. That's why it is known as an what? Public ledger. And again, if you just see the blockchain does not uses any kind of a centralized authority, or we can say the trusted third party. Okay. Now consider that here again the word Genesis block is there. Genesis block indicates what? The first block that has been created inside of a blockchain. That is known as an what? Genesis block. Now considering that the 4 nodes are present inside of blockchain network, so Alice, Bob, Dave as well as the Charlie is there. So the first time the Alice has the $50 available with her. Okay, so in the Genesis block we are having the record that Alice has $50 available with her. Now the same transaction is available, the same record of a transaction is available with the Bob, same will be available with Charlie, and the same will be available with the Dave. Okay. So these are nothing but now see the block which consists of the transaction that Alice has the 50 rupees is present inside of a first block. That's why this block is known as a what? Genesis block. Okay. After some time, if the Alice just pays $20 to the Bob, so the Alice make a transaction like was Alice pays 20 to Bob. So again this transaction is going to be added inside of your blockchain. Okay. Now keep in here only just consider we are just adding the transaction per block over there. So I am just adding one more block over here which will consist of the transaction. Okay, now see this transaction is done by the Alice. So what the Alice will do? Alice will add the transaction. Alice pays Bob $20. Alice pays Bob $20. So this is what the second record that has been inserted inside of a blockchain. So the same copy will be available with the Bob, with the Charlie as well as with the Dave. Okay, and this is known as an what? Public ledger. Whatever the transaction or whatever may be a transaction that can be done by a single node, but its result will be reflected in the copies of all the nodes available inside of a network. So that is known as an what? Public ledger. After some time, here the Bob paying $10 to the Charlie, again you are making just now see as the trusted third party is not there. So as in the previous case Alice is paying $20 to the Bob, so the Charlie as well as Dave are responsible for verification of this kind of a transaction, whether the Alice having the money in her wallet or not. So as Alice having the $50, okay, so that 50 is greater than 20, so Alice is able to make the transaction and 20 will be credited inside of a Bob account. Now after few time Bob is paying $10 rupees to the Charlie, so the Dave as well as Alice can verify the transaction where the Bob is paying $10 to the Charlies. Again they will check all the records, and by this record they are able to see Bob can have, or sorry, Bob is having $20 available with him, so he can pay 10 to the Charlie. Likewise, if I just consider the blockchain data structure, so I can have the Genesis block. Then this related to our example, Genesis block is nothing but that block that has been created first time inside of a network. So here in our example, Alice having the 50 rupees is nothing but the Genesis block, Again, we're having the set of transactions available with them. Okay, set of transaction available with us, and which can be connected with the previous block. Again, set of transaction which can be connected with the previous block. So this connection can be given by using what? Hashing. Okay, again we'll definitely see what actually the block structure over there. So we're having the block header as well as the block body, that we will discuss into the next lecture.